You're watching WKYT News at Noon.
Welcome back to WKYT News on this 4th of July. I'm Barbara Bailey.
I'm Bill Bryant. It's a WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day. We are watching that very carefully over here. Coming up on parade time in Lexington, WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris is in our First Alert Weather Center with the latest. Micah.
Guys, we have the first warning out for the day. That's a severe thunderstorm warning for portions of, let's say, Lawrenceburg and Anderson County that will work your way through Versailles and Woodford County. This is the exact cell that I was talking about just 5 minutes ago, how we're starting to see that wind kind of increase out ahead of that. Some nasty rain. Just asked my friends there in Lawrenceburg. And this does clip the far western portions rather of, say, Jessamine County and also Fayette County. It's not including Lexington just yet, but this goes until 1 p.m. and I will tell you this, right around 1:30, 1:15, so you can expect it in Lexington. And that's going to be very treacherous because what are we trying to get ready for? We're trying to get ready for the parade, right? So it's going to be it's going to be very stormy there for the parade if you're heading down there in Lexington at 2 p.m. Keep that in mind. Look at the next 24-hour rainfall potential, anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rain. For most locations, there's not one area that I expect gets actually hammered than the other. So a lot of us dealing with some very heavy rain and also that severe weather concerns. We're going to get into that, and I'll show you the timing when you can expect it at your house coming up.
Okay, could be a better scenario, I guess, right?
You're right.
We have already seen some rain, of course, in parts of central Kentucky on this 4th of July. It is overcast in Lexington right now, as Micah said, with those storms potentially heading this way that could be affecting the crowds gathering downtown.
WKYT's Andrea Walker joins us live with a look at the festivities and the big question, will the parade take place? Andrea, what about it?
Well, Barbara, right now the answer is yes. We confirmed that with Lexington Police just a few moments ago. The rain is coming and going, but folks have their rain gear, umbrellas in tow. While it's not the ideal weather for a parade, everyone seems to have a positive attitude, and they're hoping more people will start heading out very soon.
People that are here, the unfortunate thing is, I think if it were sunny, we'd probably end up with 25,000 people down here today. And I think the rain probably scared a lot of them off. But the people that are here are intrepid.
You know, the one thing I will say about today's weather is the rain has definitely made it cool and comfortable. I'm wearing jeans and a t-shirt and I feel great. So come on down and join me live in downtown Lexington. Andrea Walker, WKYT.
All right, that's the plan. Thank you, Andrea.
All right, and that parade will start at 2 p.m. going from Midland onto Main Street all the way to Broadway. Through the years, we've seen some 4th of July celebrations with temperatures in the 90s and humidity that's off the charts.
And, you know, sometimes it's been cool, overcast skies. We have had some rain here and there over the years. But what happens if it really starts to storm and give us issues? WKYT's Mike Byer joining us from downtown with more on the game plan.
With rain in the forecast, the city does have a backup plan in case the fireworks show gets canceled. The makeup date is set for tomorrow night at 10, but organizers say the show won't necessarily be canceled just because it's raining. Now, if the show goes on as scheduled, organizers say the best spot to watch from will be Commonwealth Stadium's Blue Lot on the Alumni Drive side. To give you a better idea, the map on your screen shows the designated viewing area, firing site, and restricted area. Now, here's some things to keep in mind for tonight's show. The Arboretum will be closed to all people and traffic starting at 8 p.m. Alumni Drive will be closed between University Drive and Tates Creek Road from 9:30 until 11. Commonwealth Stadium will not be open, but you can park for free in any of the parking lots around the stadium to watch the display. If you don't want to deal with the traffic, LexTran will be offering shuttles to and from the stadium for $1 each way. Now, the city recommends you bring a blanket or a chair to sit on. They encourage people to arrive an hour early for the 10 o'clock show. In Lexington, Mike Byer, WKYT.
All right, Mike, thank you very much. There will be no concessions at the fireworks show. Organizers are asking people not to tailgate, by the way.
Antonio Marchi and Caitlin Bush were your winners in this year's Bluegrass 10,000 that was run through the streets of downtown Lexington earlier this morning. Hundreds of runners taking part in the traditional race, and among them several firefighters decked out in full gear. A half dozen firefighters running in this 6.2-mile race with 45 pounds of equipment say that they did it to promote health and wellness in everyone, not just firefighters.
Well, that's very admirable, right?
Very impressive for them to do that.
Congratulations to all the finishers today.
Well, ISIS has called for more attacks on the West during the holy time of Ramadan, which ends July 5th. As a result, security has been heightened across the country.
And police officers patrolled Washington, D.C.'s Union Station on this Independence Day. The Department of Homeland Security has beefed up police presence at train stations and airports all around the country throughout this holiday weekend in the wake of last week's deadly terror attack at Turkey's airport.
We dropped our son off at the train to go home today, and it's a nice feeling to know that there are people looking out for us.
We've got to expect if they do it there, they can do it here.
At Los Angeles LAX on Sunday, officers were visible at every terminal, and bomb-sniffing dogs worked all day on security. Security also tight in New York City, where an estimated 3 million spectators are expected to gather tonight to watch the fireworks display over Manhattan's East River. An 18-year-old man is recovering in the hospital after an explosive detonated in New York's Central Park, and police are not yet certain if it was fireworks or something more sinister.
The explosion could be heard blocks away from Central Park, many thinking it was part of a July 4th celebration. 18-year-old college student Connor Golden was visiting from Washington, D.C. and walking with two of his friends when he climbed down a rock, detonating the device and severely injuring his foot.
His foot's all but detached. He stepped, his friends claim he was just walking down the rocks and stepped on something.
Now, police say the device could be a firework or a homemade explosive that they believe wasn't meant to intentionally hurt people. They think it was just an experiment, and they do not believe it was related to terrorism.
Back here closer to home, we have already had a fireworks show go wrong in Kentucky down at Renfro Valley, although not quite as dramatically as that situation in New York. A viewer sent us this video overnight. Something went wrong during what they're calling the blast in the valley. Witnesses told us that during the finale, the fireworks may have tipped over. 6 people suffered minor injuries during the accident at Renfro Valley. Well, today, Saul Good Restaurant and Pub is going to be joining forces with Military Missions for a 4th of July fundraiser.
Their goal is to give every soldier deployed from Kentucky a care package. Each Saul Good location will offer half price when you dine in as an incentive for donations. The cost of filling and mailing a care package is more than $30.
We'll keep it here on WKYT News. We're coming right back with much more.
Coming up, there may be a way to get shoppers to buy more produce.
We have one severe storm right now heading toward Fayette County and Lexington here within roughly an hour, and we'll have a few more as we go throughout your afternoon. And we're talking about flash flooding concerns. I'm going to go over that, the parade forecasts, and also those fireworks coming up. Pretty strong storms heading through the region right now in our western zones. As we spoke about this morning, severe weather is a possibility, and we already see the first warning for the day right over Anderson County, making their way into Versailles as we speak. Versailles now getting those heavy downpours, and not only that, but also that wind to go along with it. BG Parkway, 2762. Those are very wet roadways early this afternoon, and we're going to see that continue to track eastbound. Go down US 60 if you're heading toward Versailles. If you're heading out of Lexington toward Versailles, that's going to be a way go at it. Not only that, but the severe warning actually goes until 1 p.m. I would expect it to be in downtown Lexington right around 1:30. So it could be a little bit before, could be a little bit after, 1:45, 2 p.m. at the latest. But yes, that is going to roll through Fayette County, especially northern Fayette County, here within the hour, so keep that in mind. Damaging winds will be the main threat on that. Look at all the lightning involved with this. It's nasty, nasty cells about to roll on through. This over Willisburg at this moment. Washington County making its way toward the northeast. Salvisa, you are next in line. Hearing plenty of thunder within these. There's no doubt about that. Go down 127. If we do get clipped, I don't see this actually clipping Harrodsburg. This actually looks like it'll move to the north. You might get a little rain out of that, but Harrodsburg, you still have some time because a lot of this is moving northeast. And coming out of Springfield, Perryville, you still have another hour, hour and a half. But look how high this one cell is. I mean, that's pretty high right there. You're talking 50,000 feet in the sky. That's a very strong cell. It's building, and it's building, boy. And when it starts doing that, it's getting stronger and stronger. So just continue to watch this one. That could be our next severe cell that's going to be warned on us as we continue to watch that line progress towards 75 corridor. 3-day trackers, strong storms, no doubt about it. Today, flash flooding will be a main concern too. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Off towards your weekend, guys, we're still talking about at least that chance of storms at 40%. Parade today looks very stormy here in Lexington. I hate to say it, but now that we're closer in time, it just doesn't look good. Off toward fireworks, there are going to be some dry spots, but some of us might have to dodge a couple of rumbles of thunder. All in all, it's not a washout tonight, though, for fireworks.
Okay, sounds good. And we'll see what happens here with the parade shortly.
Right, we'll
Thank
see.
you, Micah.
Thank you.
Can shoppers be influenced to buy healthier groceries?
And a key warning around 4th of July fun. Chris Martinez has details in this Better Living report.
The Consumer Product Safety Commission is reminding Americans to watch out for fireworks injuries this holiday. The agency reports hundreds of people a day end up in emergency rooms with fireworks injuries throughout the month of July. 65% of those are burns. Experts say never let children play with or ignite fireworks and never try to relight them. And a new study from the Journal of Nutrition, Education, and Behavior suggests certain marketing techniques may inspire shoppers to buy more fresh produce. Researchers say people purchased more greens and fruit when directed to the produce section without spending more on their food budget overall. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
We have a developing story to tell you about right now out of Louisville, a situation going on, a homicide investigation underway in southwest Jefferson County right now, and authorities say the victim is a child.
Police and emergency vehicles have been on the scene overnight, and there are few details available right now. Police say they received a call around 5 this morning about a child who had died. Police say there are no outstanding suspects. We'll have more coming up on WKYT News at 4 and on WKYT.com.
Disturbing story here on the Independence Day. I hope you'll keep it here on WKYT in just a moment. Something big going on in Berea coming up.
We'll be back with more.
Hey, it's great to have you with us here on WKYT on the 4th of July. Looking for an easy and tasty dessert to whip up for Independence Day, this big holiday?
And it's on the grill. Jeremy Ashby, executive chef at Azure Food Group, is here to show us how to make a delicious holiday treat and something that would be easy to add to our menus.
I'm all about easy when it comes to holidays because it's time for family and you're outside having fun.
You're all about delicious.
I'm all about delicious.
Okay.
I think what's really cool, though, I mean, this is a dessert you're making on the grill.
You make it on the grill. So you got to bear with me here. This is kind of a makeshift grill, but you can imagine a grill with a lid at home and you're cooking your steaks and your good, hopefully farmer's market vegetables because everything's in right now. But, you know, right now you can find good Kentucky peaches and other good fruits that you like. And let's grill them and make a cobbler. Let's make a dessert right on the grill that we can have right after those, you know, hamburgers and hot dogs.
Great idea.
So you want to cut your fruits that you like, the ones you like, into kind of large pieces and just lay them on the grill. Notice here you can get a little bit of color on one side, you know, nice and brown. If you want, you can soak them in bourbon or rum, and they get lots of good caramelization and flavor.
Keep going. It's sounding great.
Right. So
this party's getting better.
The thing about grilling fruit is, you know, it does get kind of soft and mushy, so you're cutting down on your cooking time. Because cobblers can take a little while in the oven, but on the grill it comes out very, very quickly. And I think everybody wants to eat, you know, the sweets pretty quick anyway. So, so once you get your fruit kind of grilled off and marked really well and soft, you can put it right into a skillet.
Okay.
If you guys have a Pyrex pan at home or anything else, that's fine. I like cast iron. I just think it's kind of neat, has a kind of cool feel to it,
and
right?
It looks great.
Exactly. So we put that in there. I'm going to throw some blueberries in too. Fruits like blueberries and strawberries are hard to grill. Yeah. But you can put them in some aluminum foil and kind of get them moving, right?
Gotcha.
Now the essential thing with cobbler is plenty of sugar, right? So Barbara, you want to pour all that sugar on the fruit?
All of this. How much is this?
For it.
You know, I always say about a cup of sugar to every 3 cups of fruit, and then I always add a little bit more. Just why not?
I would just say plenty, right?
Exactly, plenty.
Right.
Now, if you guys want to make this very easy, I just use yellow cake mix and milk and mixed it up.
Oh, that's easy.
How easy is that?
Yeah.
Now, if you want, you could do, you know, Granny's cobbler recipe with flour and a little bit of, you know, baking powder and some sugar, but this works fine. Pour your, you know, yellow cake mix all over the top. And then, you know, kind of bear with me here. You put the skillet or Pyrex pan right on the grill. Close the lid.
Right back where it started.
Magic of TV we have.
How long?
You know, this is going to take about 20 minutes. Now, a lot of grills have their own little thermometer, their temperature gauges. If you're at 350, 400, you know, 20 minutes or so, and that's what you're going to end up with.
That looks great.
And you get that smoky, kind of rustic grill flavor in the fruit. Some nice ice cream, and forget it. That's summertime right there.
Man, that is a great idea.
I hope you love it.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your holiday.
You too.
I know
Thanks for coming in.
hope folks will come by and see you, right?
Yeah, I hope so. At Azure or Brasabano, we'd love to have you.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're back on WKYT News in just a moment. Welcome back in. Great to have you with us here on the 4th of July on WKYT. 35 years and still going strong. People travel from all over to go to the Berea Craft Festival.
It's a chance to meet more than 100 artists from 14 states and learn more about their crafts. We're joined by Berea Craft Festival coordinator Melissa Gross and Bespoken Designs artist Jim Rich, and also Diana Thomas. So we're glad you all could come in here.
We appreciate everybody coming in. Melissa, tell us about what is planned. It's always a big event and always a tremendous success there at Berea.
It is. It is a big event for us, and it's a very important weekend in Berea, but we love to do it. It's a beautiful, beautiful venue. It's a nicely shaded area back at Indian Fort Theater. Many people have hiked the pinnacles, but they have never seen Indian Fort look like this until they come and see how beautiful it is with all the artists' work there. Still doing lots of demonstrations. I think that's the difference for Berea. We still have lots of artists doing their work, and I think people like to learn that. And then we like to let the kids go do their work, put them out marbling paper or painting on some horses. We appreciate that here in Central Kentucky, don't we? So lots of musicians, good food, and always beautiful work.
And you brought in a great example of this. Tell us about your work.
So what this is polymer clay, and I'll take the different colors of polymer clay and I'll create a design. It usually ends up being about this big around, you know, about that tall. When I get done, I'll take it and I'll start reducing it down. You kind of see the transition between that and that. You reduce it down, then you can slice it, and that design is the same all the way through.
That is so neat.
And once I get done with it, Diana will take it down to about the size of a dime or smaller. She'll start to create petals.
That's what all of our designs are based on, is I'll take a slice, whatever size I take it down to, and it's a matter of just pinching to make a petal. And as you can see on here, that's how I get my three-dimensional shape.
That is amazing.
And also on this, these are just the petals by themselves, so I can go from many different ways to create.
So a great collaboration between the two artists.
From this to that. It's wonderful.
Thank you.
Again, if people want to go, it's coming up this weekend, and how do you get tickets?
Tickets are all on site. It starts Friday, July 8th, 9th, and 10th. Just arrive out at Indian Fort Theater. They can take a shuttle from downtown, or there's free parking there in front of, right at the area in front of the theater. So glad to have them come.
And BereaCraftFestival.com, a place where people can get more information about that.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate you coming in. Thank you very
so
much.
much.
Good luck with it. Enjoy.
Hopefully the weather will have improved by the time we get to the weekend, because we're really watching it today.
Yes,
Yeah, we
Micah,
are.
what about it?
Very closely, because we do have a severe thunderstorm warning still in effect heading into Fayette County. I wanted to show you the big picture, a few popping up down in southern Kentucky, but the main focus right now is over that severe thunderstorm warning. That goes into effect until 1. We have 3 minutes until that's either extended or taken off. I do believe that will be extended, and this is really, really moving quickly. So downtown Lexington here in just a couple of minutes, here comes that strong to severe thunderstorm, guys.
Okay, hopefully it'll move on through and get out of here. We'll see.
That's
Thank you
right.
for joining us for WKYT News at noon.
Happy 4th, everybody.